Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today guys, I'm going to be showing you all how to crochet a Rasta dress for a man. So these are the equipment that I'll need to use: my crochet hook, my needle, my scissors, my stitch marker, and my meter to measure my work. So let me go straight to the point guys. I'll begin with my yarn. So here is my yarn. I'm going to crochet a chain of 45 centimeters. So let me begin guys with my chain. I'm going to be working on the chain, and I'll try as much as possible to make the chain not to be too loose or too tight, so that when I'll be working back on top of the chain, it's going to be easy for me to crochet. So this is how I'm going to work on my chain. See, it's 45 centimeters. So see you on the other end when I'm done with my chain guys. So guys, here I go. So right now I'm having my chain of 45 centimeters. So what next I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet V stitches back to the chain. So let me make a 3 chain, then I come to the first hole with a double crochet. So this one will already form a 1V. So I'm going to move next. I'll skip two holes, then I'll crochet to the next hole, and I'll produce 2 V's on top of it. Then I'm going to make a chain, then back to the same hole I'm going to make a double crochet. So I move to the next hole. Here I skip 2 and I move to the next hole, and I'm going to make a double crochet. I make a chain, then back to the same hole I make another double crochet, which is making it a V stitch. So I move to the next stitch. Guys. When I'm moving, I don't need to make a chain. So then I skip 2 and I put to the third. A chain, the same hole, next. So you remember, when you skip 2 chain, the third hole you put 2 double stitch. That's, you put the first double stitch, you make a chain, then you put the next double stitch on the same hole. Then I move to the next hole guys. The same hole, I come back. So I'm going to work with the Rasta colors. So each of my row, it's going to have 2. I'll have this is my first row. This first row, I'm just going to work on the first row like this with black, because when I'll come back on the other side, I'll make another one and it's going to form 2 blacks in the same side. So the next row, I'm going to work on 2 rows of yellow on top of it. So I keep on going guys. Then I move. So guys, this is how I'm going to continue with my work like this. See, I reach this other section. So see you all on the other section when I'm almost done with the row guys. See you all on the other side guys. So guys, I'm almost coming to the end of the chain. think it's 3 V's left for me to complete the chain right now. Then when I complete the chain, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the yarn, then I'll change it, and the next row I'm going to work on 2 rows of yellow. So here is my last V. Let me put my last V here. Sorry. My final V. Final V. So here I go, you can see. So I'm going to cut the yarn now. I'll cut it a little bit long because this yarn, it's going to be useful when I work on the arms. So right now I'm going to turn my work, then I'm going to come back with the yellow yarn. So this part like this, I want to make it, when I make it 4 centimeters from here, see it's 4 centimeters like this, I'm going to do an increase, and the increase that I'm going to increase is going to be 25 centimeters, which that part is going to be the hand section. So I make my chain here, 3 chain, then I'm going to put on this hole, then I move to the next hole, next hole with my V's. So right now you see my V's on my second rows that I'm working on. I'm putting it in between the first V, in between the first V, this the first V here. I put it directly inside the hole that is in between the V, then I continue going. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, here I go. I'm almost on this end. So I put my last V. Then I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to make a chain, 3 chain, then I turn my work this way and I put it inside. Then I move to the next hole with my V again. So this how I'm going to continue. See, I reach the other end, guys. Then from there I'm going to change my yarn again. You can see how my stitches they look like. You can see. So I keep going. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, I'm almost on this end with my yellow yarn. So this is my last V, 2 lines of yellow. So I'm going to cut my yarn. Then next I'm going to move with the green yarn. Next I'm going to change to the green yarn. So here is my green yarn. So I'm going to, I always like to pass my crochet hook there. So I'm going to do 4 chain, then I come back to this hole, then I move next, then I'm going to continue going. Like you see, when I'll be coming back, this already, I think I'm already having 4 centimeters here. Yeah, you see exactly, I'm having 4 centimeters here. So my next row that I'll be coming up with the green, that's where I'm going to do my increase. I'm going to do a direct increase of 25 centimeters. 25 centimeters increase up, and that section, it's going to be the section of the arms. So guys, see you on the other end. So guys, I'm almost on this end. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to leave my work here, then I'm going to do the increase of the chain, because this row I'll work straight up to the increase of the chain. So I'll put my crochet hook here, then I'll bring the same green yarn, then I'm going to do my increase. I'm going to do my increase. I'm going to do my increase of 25 centimeters. So I'll begin from there. Now crochet a chain of 25 centimeters. So see you on the other end. So guys, here I'm having my 25 centimeters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this yarn. I'll cut it a little bit long because I know it's going to be useful when I'm closing the section of the arms up on the shoulders. So right now I'm going to crochet up the chain with my V stitches. So I'll work on top of the chain. So here I go, I enter the chain, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to be skipping 2 holes, then I'm putting my 2 V's on the same hole. Skip 2 holes and put your 2 V's. So this is how I'm going to work till I complete the chain. See, I reach the other end of the chain. So that's how I'm going to continue until I reach the other side of the chain, guys. So see you all on the other side. So guys, I'm almost on this other end of the chain. And here is my last V stitch, and after this I'm going to change my yarn because actually I'm already having 2 lines down, so I'm going to add 1 green when I'm working on the when I'm completing the hands. So I'll add one green on the other side and it's going to form two. So I cut my yarn here. So I'm going to change my yarn and I'll move next to red yarn. So here is my yarn. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space there so that when I'm putting my hands together, I can use it to sew the other side with it. So here I'm going to begin with my V stitches and I'll be going down. So guys, see you on the other end when I finish this row with the red. So see you on the other end. So far guys, I'm almost on this other end with my first row with the red yarn. So when I finish this first row, I'm going to walk back with the red yarn. So each color is going to be having two rows, two rows. So here I go. So I'm going to make my chain, then I'm going to come back on top of my V stitches till I reach the other part up. I reach the upper section guys. So you can see, look at my work as I'm going. So guys, see you all on the other end. So guys, I'm almost on this end of my second row of the red yarn. So when I arrive the final end there, I'm going to move next to the next yarn, and that's how I'm just going to continue my work like this until I'm going to reach 18 centimeters large. That's I'll work from here till I'm having 18 centimeters the other way. Then I'm going to do the reduction of the collar, because this is going to be a little bit, the top is going to be a little bit like a shirt with the collars on it. And all my colors of the rastas are already inside. So now from here I'm just going to be repeating my colors. So the next color that will come here, it's going to be the black, after black, yellow, just like that. See, I'm having 18 centimeters slash. Then I'm going to reduce the section of the collar of the neck. Then from there I'm going to show you, because I don't want to take much of your time. So you just put it in mind. Each row have to have two lines. So this one is having one line, just one line here. This row have just one line, because when I'll be putting the hands of the top, I'm going to put another green here and it's going to form two. Apart of that, you guys, when I finish it, you see each of the row is going to have two rows. Even this one, you are seeing one here. The other part I'll make one and it's going to form it two on the sides. So guys, see you on the other end guys. So far, so this is my work that I've gone So from this position is where I'm going to start to do my reduction of my frontal section. So when I crochet this hole, I'll stop there. I'm going to stop here. So this where the collar will pass. So right now I have to change my yarn because I'm working on different colors. I change my yarn here, then I have to move to the red. So the section of my collar is supposed to be 16 centimeters. Where my collar will be placed, it will be 16 centimeters. So here I have to make a chain. This chain that I've fixed, that I've made, guys, I'm not going to put 2 in this hole. Normally, I usually put 2 directly. I'm going to move next to the second hole behind. My reason is I want the section of my collar to come down a little bit like that, where I'm going to place the collar. I don't want it to be straight. The frontal section should be down a little bit. So you can see so far, that's the work, how it's looking. That's the work, the dress. So the entire dress is going to be like that, with each color is two rows of each colors. So I continue going, guys. So this section is going to be on the collar, and here is this other part is the shoulders. Then this part that I'm going to do the reduction inside, that's where the collar is going to be. So I'll continue going with my V stitches, guys. So see you all on the other end. So guys, on this my second row of my red, I'm going to be doing my second reduction as well. So after this, I'm going to move next to the black yarn. So I'm almost on the point where I begin my reduction of my collar of my frontal section. So here I put this stitch, then I cut, because right now I need to change the yarn, and I move next to the black. So here you see, instead of me to advance here, I stop but here. So right now I'm going to change my yarn. I'm going to move next to the black yarn. So I'm going to make a chain here. I'm going to create a chain. That's my chain. So what next? I'm going to go down straight to the next. Instead of putting 2 in this hole, I go next directly to the second hole behind. Then I continue my work in a normal way with my V stitches. So you can see my work as it's going. So you see this section is going down like that, and here it will be my last reduction. So my last 3 lines that I'm going to work on here, I'm going to make it straight. So keep on watching so that you can understand what I mean, guys. So guys, see you all on the other end. So guys, here is my second row of my black yarn. So when I finish with this row, my last 2 rows that I'm going to be working on with the yellow, I'm not going to do any reduction anymore. I'm not going to reduce on the last 2 yellow, but when I finish with the last 2 yellow, there's one thing that I have to show you, because I have to create the space that the buttons are going to be. So here I go, here, and I put my, and I cut my yarn. Cut my yarn here. So I'm going to move next with the yellow yarn. So here is my yellow yarn, guys. Here is my yellow yarn, guys. So on these 2 rows of this yellow that I'm going to work on, the 2 yellow, sorry, so I do my chain, then I put my crochet there, then I start going. Start going with my V stitches. So you can see how my collar, so this section you all are seeing here, even though these yarns training around are blocking a little bit, that's where the collar is going to be placed. So when I work on these 2 rows of the yellow, I'm going to do a reduction, a special reduction, and that reduction space is going to be where the buttons are going to be. So guys, see you all on the other end. So guys, so far I'm almost done with this, my second row. So when I finish with this second row of my yellow, I'm going to move next to the green, and with the green I'm going to start it from the lower section. I'm not going to, so this is my last stitch here, I remove this, so I'm going to turn my work this way. So with the green I'm going to begin as from here. I will begin from here. Reason why, let me put it there, I'm going to begin with the green from here. My reason is because this portion up here is the portion which I want to use. I want to put the buttons. So on that empty portion, when I finish my work, I'm going to use my black yarn to work on the section, and there I'm going to work but with single stitches on the section. So right now I'm going to begin from here to be going down. So these 2 rows of the green, I'm going to work on these 2 rows of the green. All the 2 rows are just going to be on this lower section. Then after, when I'm done, I'll use the black and I'll work on the upper section, and that's where I'll put my buttons. So guys, keep on following so that I can understand better what I'm doing. So I continue with my V-stitch down, so you can see how the work is going. You can see how my work is going. So guys, I'm almost coming closer on my second row to the place where I begin. I'm sorry guys, maybe you can be getting some noise behind. I cannot do otherwise because I have to work. So there will be some funny noises coming behind the video. So here I go. So these my 2 rows. So I stop my work just here. So you see the 2 rows, I've just worked with them and I've stopped here. So where's my scissors? This is my scissors. I'm going to cut the yarn now. I'm going to cut the yarn. Then I leave it there. So this portion you are seeing up this way, that's the portion where I'm going to work for the buttons. So now I'm going to move with the red yarn. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a chain. I'm going to make a chain. I'm going to make a chain that will be exactly like this distance. Then I'll put the other way. So let me crochet my chain. Let me see. Is it? Yeah, it's almost. Let me add. Yeah. So that's my chain. So let me turn my work this way. So you see this position. I've made the chain. So the chain is going to serve the other way when I'll be coming up on my second row. So what I'm going to do is I make the yarn all over my crochet hook, then I come directly in this hole, then I go directly with my V stitches. So you guys, you see when I'll be walking back with my second row of my red, you are going to see that this chain here you are seeing is going to serve, because I'm going to do my V stitches on top of the chain directly up that way. So I keep going, guys. So guys, I'm almost on this other end down here. here I go, my last V stitches, then I'll turn my work back, turn my work, and I'll start going back upward. You can see how the work is progressing. So guys, I keep going. Now I'm almost on the position of the chain. So this, as you can see, this is my chain that I made. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do the V stitches on top of the chain. So I'll just continue my work up with the V stitches. So this is to create the space in between this yellow and the green, because I need the space there. So guys, I keep on going on top of my chain with my V stitches. So guys, here I go, then I put my last one stitch. So you see, so this is how it's going to be. So this section in the middle is going to be empty, and I'm going to, when I finish my work, when I'm doing the finishing, I'm going to work with the black yarn on this empty section. I'll work on the black yarn on this section, then the other section downward. All will fit the empty section. Then I will create the button space, and I'll put the buttons, and you guys will see how beautiful it can look like. So now I'm going to turn my work, and when I turn my work, I have to try now from this section. I have to be working so that it will be going up the way I did with here when I was going down. This other side I'm going to do the opposite. I have to be making it, but to be going up this way instead of coming down. It has, my work have to start going but up. So right now what I'm going to do now is this space where I've put just a single stitch, I'm going to put a double stitch on top of it, and this will already form this, that will form this. So that's this one, this is it here. So this second one, this is it behind here. So guys, I turn my work, then from here I have to start going with my normal V stitches till I reach on the lower section down there. Then I'll walk back here. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, here is my second roll of my black yarn. And I continue going with my V stitches. So when I'm going to arrive my last stitch of the V, this is the last. So instead of putting one here, I'm going to put two. I put two, then I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to cut the yarn, sorry, I have to cut because I need to change my yarn, and I move to the next color. I move to the next. So guys, here is my yellow yarn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pass my hook like that, then I'm going to pull the yarn inside like this. So I'm going to make a chain. So that's my chain. So the next thing I'm going to, on this hole down here, I'm going to put my V stitch. I put my V stitch, then I leave this one on that corner like that. My reason is because I'm trying to form exactly, I have to work exactly the way I've worked on this other side, so that's why I'm leaving that. So when I finish my work, you are going to understand better what I'm going to do. So because this side need to be exactly like the other section over there. So now I continue my work with my V stitches. So see you all on the other way, guys. So guys, here is my second row of my yellow, and I'm almost coming to the end. On top we have to do increases again, so I keep on going, guys. from this yellow yarn, I'll be changing my yarn back to the green yarn. So here I go, guys. I'm on top. So this position where I put the single stitch, where I made the chain when I was going down, what I'm going to do on top of a chain is I'm going to make a V-stitch on top of the chain. I'm going to make a V-stitch. So that's it. So now I'm going to make a chain here, then I turn my work. No, sorry, now I need to change my yarn. I'm almost forgetting, because I need the two rows of each color. Sorry, guys. So where's my green yarn? Here I go. This is my green yarn. So I take the green yarn. What I'm going to do here is I'll make a chain. I'm going to make a chain. So put my yarn like that. So I'm going to form a chain. So that's my chain. So what I'm going to do, guys, is on this other hole here, the next hole directly after the chain, I'm going to do my V-stitch inside to leave that yarn over there training. I do my V-stitch directly to the hole after the chain. Have you seen? So I make a chain. The chain is serving like a single stitch, then I move directly next closer to the hole of the chain and I make a V-stitch directly inside. So I begin going now with the normal ways. So you can see this how this section is going up. The other side was coming down, but this way I'm working and making it upward. So I continue with my V-stitches, guys. So see you all when I'm coming back to my second row of the green. Because right now the most important section now that you have to concentrate on is this section. Apart of that, this inner section is just normal. I'm just going to be making the V stitches till I arrive here. Then when I arrive here, I come back with the V stitches. So when I reach here, before I'm doing some increases, and I think that's because I don't want to take much of your time showing you what is not that important. So guys, see you on the other end. So guys, I'm almost back to my second row of the green. So my second to the last V stitch. So here I'm going to make the last V stitch here. On top of this one, I'm going to make one last V stitch with the green color. So that's what I have So I'm going to cut now with my scissors. Then I'm going to move next with the red yarn. So here is my red yarn, guys. So I'm going to turn my work from here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a chain. I'm going to make a chain. So that's my chain. So what next? Directly to this hole, after the chain, I'm going to crochet. I'm going to crochet a V-stitch. This other yarn, just close it here. Next, V-stitch. Then you can, as you can see, so I made one chain. This chain is presenting a double stitch. So next I move next to the closed hole that is closer to the chain. I put my V stitch. Then from there I'll just continue going down with the V stitch. You guys, you can see as it's going up. So this section, that's where I'm going to place my collar, the collar of the dress. I'm going to place it on these sections. So guys, see you all on the other side when I'm coming back this way with my V stitches on my second row of the red. So see you all on the other side, guys. So guys, here is my second row of my red yarn, my second row. So I'm almost coming to the position where I begin with the red. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put the two sides together and see. So I put the two sides like this and I see. Yeah, so this is supposed to be the last section. That's the last section that I have to do the increases up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do attachment. I'm going to give an increase of a chain. Then I'm going to do on top of the chain that I'm going to create here. I'm going to work on it 2 V-stitch. So that's the chain, my scissors, and I cut. So this chain is going to form this section here. You see this particular section here, the chain is going to form it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to work on 2 V-stitch, and that's the end. So I put the first here, then I put the last V-stitch here. So here I go, and I cut my yarn. So here I go. So this part, it's going to form this one here. Then you can see, even though that those yarn trainings, they are still blocking, but you can see that all the 2 sides, they are equal now. So now I'm going to continue my work in the normal way. I'm just going to be working straight now on this side, exactly how I'm having here. So I'm just going to continue working behind here straight like that. See, I arrive here. When I arrive this position, I'm also going to do the decrease down here, and this position here is the position of the arms. So I'm going to turn my work, then I'm going to move next with my black yarn. So from this black yarn, I'm just going to be working straight this way. I'm just going to be working directly that way. There's no more increase, no decrease till I reach the position of the arms. So I start my work from here, guys, and I start with my V-stitch directly. So all my work now, I'm going to be going down and coming up exactly here, going down, I reach exactly here, then I come back exactly to this other position. So I continue going, guys. And I continue with my 2 rows as I've been doing. So I continue going with my V's. So guys, don't forget, I'm just going to continue it straight like this. So see you guys on the other end when I'll be doing my reduction because I don't want to be wasting much of your time showing you one and the same thing over and over. So see you on the other end, guys. So guys, on this my second row of the green that I'm working right now, this way I have to create the arm section. So this is the time I'm needing my stitch marker. So what I'll do is I'm going to take these 2 arms like that and I put them together. I put them together like this. You have to make sure the 2 of them are equal. Then I'm going to use my stitch marker. So I'm going to put my stitch marker here, up here. So I know this will be the last. When I crochet and I reach here, I'm going to stop. So that this position up, that's where my arms are going to be. So I continue going till I arrive where the stitch marker is. So guys, see you all on the other end when I arrive where the stitch marker is. So guys, right now I'm almost approaching the stitch marker. So I'm on my second to the last V-stitch. So here is the last V-stitch. So from here guys, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to cut my yarn, then I'm going to change my yarn. Then now I'm going to come back with the yellow because I want it to end exactly like this position. It doesn't matter that I was already having yellow here, but I have to come back to yellow because I want to end my work in the same way that I started the other way. So I turn my work and I'm going to come back with the yellow yarn. So I'm going to pass my yellow yarn here, yellow yarn. So I'm going to work on 2 rows of yellow, then after I finish with the black. So guys, right now I'm coming back with my second row of the yellow, and I'm just going to stop it down this way. Then I will finish with my last row of the with the black color, which is just going to be a single row. So here I go, then I cut my yarn, then I go and I start with my black yarn. So this row, this is the last row of this frontal section, and I continue going down with my V stitches, continue going down. So see you all on the other section guys. So guys, right now I've finished with the frontal and the back section. So I'm going to begin with the hands. So with the hands, I'm going to make a chain. So this is my chain. So on top of this chain, I'm going to crochet 16 V stitch on top of the chain. So I'll start from here and I'll be coming back with my V stitches. And on this first row of my black yarn, I'm going to make just one row black, because I'll finish the hands as well with the black yarn on the other side, so it's just going to form 2 rows of black. Remember, my dress is having but two rows all around. So those are my V stitches, guys. So see you on the other end as I go down. So here I go, my last stitch, here. Then I'm going to change my yarn. So I'm going to cut now my yarn, then I'm going to change it to the red yarn. So guys, my next row I'm going to work with a red yarn. So this is my yarn. It's going to the 2 of them together. So I come back, work back on top of my V stitches. So on this red yarn I have 2 rows to go. So with the hands I'm just going to be knitting. I'm going to crochet it straight upward till it reaches the size that is going to fit the hand. So I'm not going to be doing any increase or decreases with my 2 hands of the Rasta dress. So I'm just going to, as I've started now with 16 V stitches, so I have to end it to the last end with 16 V stitches. I don't have to do any reduction. So the hand of the dress is just going to be like that of a kimono dress, straight. So this is my first row of my red yarn. So I'm going to come back with the second row right now. Come back with the second row, guys. Then when I'm going to finish all my parts of the dress. So when I'm going to finish with the arms, I'm also going to prepare the neck, the collar of the dress. So when I finish with all the parts, then I'll show you how it is. Then I'm going to put all of them together. So my last stitch, my last V stitch here, then I change my yarn. So guys, so far I've finished with my so this is how it look. You see, I started from this downer section. I've just crocheted directly up this other way till I'm having the size that I needed. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this green yarn and I'm going to crochet it from here right down that way. Then from there I'm going to put all the sides of my cloth together, because right now I'm having all the sides. So once I finish with this, so I'm going to crochet V stitches on top of here till I reach the lower section. My reason of using this green yarn is because the sides we're having just one roll of green. So when I'm going to put this green yarn here, it's going, and I put together with the other side of the dress. For example, let me show you all so I can understand what I mean. So this is the side of the arm here. It's having just one green side. So when I'm going to put this one, this green right down, and I join it, it's going to be having two, because all my rows are having two rows of each color. So guys, I continue going. I make this my V stitches here. Then when I finish, so normally, you know, the arms, I need two of the arm. So when I finish this, I'm going to show you all the parts of my dress. Then I'm going to put them together. Then I'll work, after that I'll work on the collar. So see you on the other end, guys. So guys, I'm here. I've already reached almost on the final section of the lower section. Here I go. It's my last stitch. So I'm going to cut the yarn. So guys, this is my first arm, and this other one is going to be the second arm. So I have my two arms together now. I'm also going to show you the front and the back part. So guys, as you can see, this is the back section of the dress. You see here, I just did just a little bit of reduction. So this part is the back. So here is the frontal section. So here is the frontal section. of the dress. You see this space here, I'm going to, right now when I'll put all the sides together, I'm going to do the finishing, and this space is the space where I'm going to put my buttons. So I'm going to use the black yarn to do the finishing this way. I'm going to use the black yarn to do the finishing. So and I'm going to use birthday single stitches there. I'm going to use the single stitches. So right now I'm going to show you all how the single stitches are going to be, because I'll need to do it before I close. So guys, right now I'm going to work on the space of the buttons. So I will begin with my single stitches from here. Like you can see, I'll begin with my single stitches from here. So I have to make 6 rows of the single stitches. 6 rows. I'm going to be working on 6 rows of this single stitch on both sides, this side and the other side. I need 6 rows each side. So guys, here is my first row. So I'm going to crochet back down on the first row, then I continue like that. See, I have 6 rows. When I am having 6 rows on this side, I'll also come and I'll do the same on the other row. So guys, see you all on the other end. Guys, so here is my complete dress, my complete Rasta top that I finished. So this is the back. So I'm also going to turn the front section so that you can also see the way it looks in front. So guys, so this is the final look of my Rasta dress. So I'll move with the camera closer so that I can see the front part. Here I've put the buttons, and there is the collar, like you can all see. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching, guys. So if you have watched up to this stage, please don't forget to like and comment, and don't also forget to subscribe so that when next I post my videos, you'll be able to watch. Thanks for watching.